Hey, what's going on YouTube? Just wanted to show you a few of the things I've been picking up recently, um, and hope you enjoy. When I was a very young kid, my parents had a few of these sitting around the house, and aside from Green Army Men, at night I'd just sit in my room and go over these things and just stare at the panels forever. So I saw this cover pop up on eBay when I was scrounging around there, and I immediately recognized it. And you can get these super cheap. This is Gold Key 118 from '68. But as soon as I got it in the mail, I opened it up, and it all came back. I recognized every panel, every ad, and that's cool that I can find these again. I only had a few of them, of these gold keys, but very cool to me, at least to find these. And they're old, like I said, ultra cheap. But just to get that get that book back, that was part of my childhood, is pretty cool. My shop had like four new dollar bins, long boxes sitting on the floor, and I've been avoiding them. I go in there and I see people ripping through everything, and I decide, what the hell, just go through and see what I can get. And it looks like an old collection, or older, newer collection. So I picked up a few of these dollar bin books. This is Cave Woman Meets the Explorers, and that's Cave Woman of Bud Root. And I forget who did this art. This is a combination. Whoever did the Explorers, I'm not really familiar with the Explorers, but Bud Root's original Cave Woman series is very desirable and collectible. And yeah, there's kind of like a pin-up, some really racy stuff that he does, but I like it. And it's funny, I went online, I saw Mile High Comics has this book. Buy it now for $53. Yeah, Mile High. Good old Mile High. If you're buying from Mile High, put the brakes on! Vampirella Lives, #1. Cool Cusada cover. And I guess there's a version that actually is printed with linen on it, of this particular book. But I saw a bunch of Vampirella stuff, and I just grabbed it all that was in there. This is a Vampirella flip book. The other side is Kane issues like 1, 2, or 3, or 2, 3, and 4, and then this is on the other side, and side I'd rather look at or read. And then part of the Harris series #5 for $1. Cool. And I kept going. I was taking them out, and then I had a double take on 1 or 2. Here's Vengeance of Vampirella, #10. But you'll notice Adam Hughes signs it, the cover artist, and then signs it. So Adam Hughes signature in a dollar bin. I don't really seek signatures, but I guess they're okay. You can find them in the dollar bin. And I saw this one. This is a one-shot Vampirella and Shadowhawk, book 1. And I started pulling this out, and I noticed, oh, that looks like a signature. That looks like a signature. Sweet. Ethan Van Sciver and Joe Jusko. Now, they're not, obviously there's no COA in there, but I know a few of you guys are familiar with those signatures, and if they're not authentic, someone did a really good job. But if they are, and I'm guessing they are, sweet dollar bin finds. Come on. All right, now on to some other stuff my shop had for cheap. Sergeant Rock Special, #1, Walt Simonson. And this George Pratt story in there is really good. They say P. Craig Russell, I couldn't find it. Maybe I'm missing, it's a pin-up or something I just glossed over, but yeah. Been on a burn kick lately. This was $4. It's in really near mint shape. First issue of the new volume, I guess. And the first new Metallo, modern Metallo. Finally got into a Crisis 7. A good pickup for 5 bones. And they had this, this is really interesting. And I bought it and it was, $5. And these are actually pretty collectible. They're reprint series. Wanted, the world's most dangerous villains. And they're all reprints of early DC stories. This is Batman 112, The Signal Man, World's Finest 111 down there, The Clock King, and Green Lantern #1. So that was cool to flip through and read those reprints stories. And I picked this up on eBay. This is hard to. Camera's not doing this justice. The Atom and Hawkman. Now this series was originally the Atom, and I guess issue 36 changed into the Atom and Hawkman. So, and it only lasted about 7 books before it was discontinued. There you can almost see it, and it's the first Silver Age appearance of the Gentleman Ghost, who's a really cool character. I love the monocle just floating in the sky or floating in air. And this is a fun read, and that's an outstanding cover. I love that cover, Joe Kubert. And it's that shade of green that's used in this cover. I mean, you just don't see it anymore. It's hard to give it justice with this phone and the glare, but look at the ghostly kind of hoof prints. Cool. And I've started to really focus on some of these, or this particular series. Picked up my first few here and really decent / high grade. Weird Ward Tales. Your Host Death there. It's one of the DC's mysteries from the early to mid 70s. Real collectible series, and the covers are amazing. It's hard to see at the very edge there. LD. Luis Dominguez does a lot of these covers. This is issue 25. Look at this. 31. Well, DC was doing, what really appeals to me is the color palette DC was using at the time, like this 70s kind of mystery, and even the detective stories from this time. Their covers all have that spooky, eerie feel to them. They have really subdued greens and blues that really appeals to me. And just the logo alone, look at all the representations of bodies in there. But I'm definitely going to try to pick up some more of these. Good stuff. And kind of Twilight Zone twist at the end, mystery tales. Like this, number 11, Weird Mystery Tales. There's Death again. Another Death as Your Host book. Another great Luis Dominguez cover. Really like these. What else? Some Cap I picked up. Found a seller who was, I won a few auctions and kind of overpaid a little bit for these, but they're really high grade, so I didn't mind. Cap 221. And I bought these two from the same guy, and this is the reason I wanted it. Cap 217. A book that might be becoming a bit more popular. Really hard to find. This is the first appearance of Wendell Vaughn, who becomes Quasar, and actually becomes Marvel Boy in this issue, and then S.H.I.E.L.D. Changes his codename to Marvel Man. So, first appearance of Marvel Man, Wendell Vaughn, Marvel Boy, what have you. And his next appearance is right here, 233, Hulk. You can see him here. No one escapes the Hulk, not even Ronald Reagan in a customized sub. And then this story arc goes into this particular book, Hulk 234, where Marvel Man changes his name to Quasar. So first Quasar could be argued 217 or 234. This is Hulk in the House of Hippies in Berkeley. Hey man, what's doing? And anyway, this book transitions, the story arc goes into Marvel 2-in-153. This is when Quasar becomes the head of security of the Project Pegasus. But it was cool finding where these are easily obtainable. Excuse me, I'm stammering. And just to get that first appearance through, first story arc. This is one you can pick up for cheap. From another seller, I picked up my first Werewolf by Night. Excuse me. Great Gil Kane. First appearance of Baron Thunder and this guy, the Behemoth. I think there's another Behemoth in the Avengers that's a different character. Could be wrong. Don't quote me. But this is a cool little story arc. Jack Russell. What a better name for a character, Jack Russell. But it revolves around the Mallet Studios, and Dracula's involved, and these two are fun reads. And I had to pick this one up, 19. I got these at a good deal, high grade. Look at that cover. That's Mermita and Kane on the cover. They're on a movie set. Those two clowns have been turned into vampires by the vampire in Tomb of Dracula, the same character. Let's get them and read them. Won't go wrong. So I like having, those are great covers. Just enjoy that a lot. And then picked up an Iron Fist 12. This was $5. Can't go wrong. And that's actually John Byrne on the interior did that. X-Men 128. I had this in my original collection. So this is like a recollect. Great Perez. The day reality went wild. I love the distorted reality background, as if a dude shooting laser beams out of his eyes wasn't distorted reality enough. But a good pickup for the price I got it at least. And then the Inferno kind of little story arc here. The Peril in Pittsburgh. Filler for Avengers. And with all the Ultron buzz, I wanted to pick up a high grade Ultron appearance. And I have 55, I guess, which is the first Ultron 5, full Ultron 5. But this book is significant in that it's the first appearance of adamantium in the universe, Marvel Universe. And Vision kind of betrays the team because he's being summoned by Ultron, who through, issue 58, 59, has been, everyone thinks is destroyed. But not quite. And at the last page is a full page spread of Ultron 6. So this is the first appearance of the second iteration of Ultron. And really high grade. Paid a little more for that, and I dig it. It was worth it to me. What else did I get? Gotta have a Tales to Astonish in one of my hauls at least. I'm not gonna do one. Mid-grade. This is significant in that it's the Silver Surfer's first full crossover outside of Fantastic Four. He has a cameo panel in '92, but this is the first one, and he battles the Hulk. So in your Tales to Astonish run, this is one you really want to get. And what a great Jack Kirby-ish cover by Marie Severin. Great story too. How about Strange Tales 148? Now, in the backstory of Doctor Strange, this is, his first appearance, origin. This is another one you want to pick up in the Strange Tales run. Not first, well, it is a first appearance of Kalu, who actually came up, as you will, with the Ancient One, who this tells the origin of the Ancient One. And they were diametrically opposed. And now he's back. So, first appearance of Kalu and origin of the Ancient One. Strange Tales 148. This is about 6.5. Yeah, but grab this puppy up. All right, what else did I get? Oh, some Spidey stuff. Hold on. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Bear with me, folks. In my never-ending quest to complete Spider-Man, $5.59. I found this real cheap, and it should be. It's the first appearance of Screwball. What else did I get? I got some McFarlane's here. I think. Hold on. Yeah. 314. Trying to get all the McFarlane's. Obviously 300's on the list. I really haven't focused on getting it. I guess I could just go out and get it eventually, but I don't know. Try to find a good deal on it. And I love that snow cover. And Strange Life just showed this, I believe. Ho Ho Ho. And here's another one, the 700. Same kind of feel to it. Those are cool. I love that snow effect cover. So I believe there's another one. Did I get another one? Get yourself organized, dude. Yeah. 303. Silver Sable, Sandman, all team up with Spider-Man. It's a fun read. Another McFarlane edition. 252. I saw a great deal in this. I already have it, but not in the grade I want. And this is more of the laser cut flat variety. Somewhere in the 9-something range. But yeah, now I have my high grade with that. And this is a book I've been wanting for a while. This is a third Hobgoblin 244, great JR cover. And trying to get that whole run through 238 through whenever. Let's call it 300. And lastly, I picked up Spider-Man 8 from an online dealer. This isn't very good. He said very good plus. But I guess, my ability to discern whether it is, but he's a real trusted online seller, and you can make an offer and then he can accept or reject it. So I made an offer, he accepted it, and then he puts you on like a payment deal. And this wasn't that expensive, but it is a single digit. I finally have one, and to get this and flip through it, just when I was younger, these always seemed unattainable to me. So really stoked to have this, and I was reading it last night, and the interplay between Flash Thompson and Peter Parker and the Living Brain. First appearance of the Living Brain, and the backup story is Spider-Man just goes out and starts shit with the Fantastic Four. He crashes the Torch's party he's having at his house and just is a total dick. It was pretty funny. But yeah, really excited to have that first single digit. So this is a reader. And actually the Living Brain ends up being in the employ of Doc Ock, and he also is in the Sinister Six story arc as well. So, yeah, getting that Spider-Man, man.